Okay, I'm out at North Benson Center. This is a property owned by RPAI, and it's got a Fred Meyer in it. It's got a bunch of stores: Pep Pro, Starbucks. There's chiropractor. There's a Wendy's over in this area. We did a bid on this property last year over by Building M. There's an entrance that goes out, and then you got right in this white area in that parking lot was a Wendy's. Originally, we bid to do some asphalt there. On this one, same type of thing. There's all that brown shaded area, which is 3-inch grind and overlay, and that's going to have a bunch of striping with it. It's going to end up blocking off this entrance over here to the right, over by Building K. It's going to end up affecting some of these stores. So there's a lot of stores there too. There's like food, everything. I mean, lots of retail stores there around Building K. So in order to get that done, it'll just have to be closed down for probably one day in that area. Same thing over on the other side. If it's like half and half, that might be what we have to do, is do that section one day, that section another. I'm out here though to look at some of the main items, and I just want to get them on video so that we can see kind of what these areas look like. So for instance, those curb islands right there, those existing curb islands that you see all over inside the parking lot, those are extruded curb. They want those ripped out, and then they want to put like a vertical curb in, and they call it a straight curb that they want to put in. So you can see that the straight curb is going to be buried into the asphalt, so we'll have to dig down probably another 6 inches. I take that back. That's an 18-inch curb, 4,000 psi that they want. So there'll be some asphalt restoration to do there, but they want all these extruded curb islands to be put back in with 18-inch curb by 6 inches wide. So the biggest item is the 3-inch grind and overlay within this whole parking lot, and we'll have to do that in phases. But that's one item. You got all the striping, which is another item. Those curb islands that I mentioned to you, those are another item. Over here across the street, you can see there's replace existing wheel stops and construct 2 PCC islands, C-sheet D3. Okay, so what that is it's right across the way here. I'm at Fred Meyer right now, and I'm about to walk over to the other side here. So you got Fred Meyer, that's right here. Then you got down here at the other end of the parking lot. Okay. You've got the Benson Center entrance. You've got the Fred Meyer fuel station. You got this stop sign that's down here. And this is where they want to construct 2 triangular shaped islands. So that means we'd have to saw cut the asphalt and then put in these 2 islands. So what I'm going to do for a lot of this is I'm going to end up making another video that shows all the bid form items on what we need to do. I'm going to write all the quantities down on a sheet so we can go from section to section on what needs to be done. But this is the area right in here. There really is no wheel stops out here, but they do want to have 2 islands constructed here. You can see there's no islands going down this, but they want to have it in this area. So some of the other items I'm going to show you are the sidewalk repairs. So let me go down here and kind of show you what they want to do in a lot of these ADA areas. So this is the area where the one of the Fred Meyer entrances is, and you've got a bunch of these stalls here that they want to convert. They want to take all this angled striping out. It's all part of the grind and overlay, so all this will disappear, but they want to change this to look like those ADA stalls down on the end. So you can see what this looks like here. You got the corner there where the entrance is, and then you got all these ADAs. So all this sidewalk from the columns out, they want to remove and replace, and it's 6 inches of concrete right now. It's going to include that ramp there, and then that ramp that goes out to the walkway there as well, as you can see. So I wanted to show you just what the existing looks like. There'll be 4 posts, 5 posts to remove when we take out the concrete, and then we'll be putting back concrete plus 3 ADA ramps for the ADA section, including 2 new ramps over there. They talk about putting crosswalk in here. Right now it's crosshatch. So there's one of the curb islands that you see, and then throughout this whole area here you can see the trees in the parking lot. All those trees have extruded curb islands, and they want to take those islands out. Well, they don't want to take the islands out, they want to take the extruded curb out and put better reinforced curb in here. That would be one of them. That'd be another one. So there'll be some asphalt restoration to do around each one of these curb islands after we take out the extruded curb, and then we have to saw cut probably a foot around each one of these, so that way we can pour the 18-inch curbing in here. There's another item that's down on the far end. There's some handrail, but we're not going to do that. I don't want to include that on this at all. Over here is building K that I was telling you about, with all the stores. It's got all the retail shops here. You got chiropractor, H&R Block, UPS store, Great Clips, you name it. Over here was where the asphalt was done last year for RPAI. So they're serious about getting the work done, because they hired somebody else to do that. We missed that. We lost that project last year over by Wendy's by, I think it was about 10 grand. 10 grand or 5 grand. It was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. But we were close, but we ended up losing it. But this one here, this is why I'm bidding this here. It's a large scope of work and could scare somebody off because of the size of it, especially with having to do the curb islands. But I think it's all work that we can do. It's just on a large scale, and I'm just kind of curious how we might come out on this one. So anyways, over here at Building K, in the notes it shows that a lot of these areas here, like this sidewalk right here at Building K, this ADA, they want to change it, and they want to put in an ADA ramp that's here that ends up going up onto the sidewalk. Okay, same thing down here. There's 2 other locations where they want to take out the existing ADA ramps that are in them because they're not ADA compliant. So they want to basically take these out, and then a lot of this area is all going to be a 3-inch grind and overlay. So we'll make sure that on all these ADA areas that we make each ADA section 2% or less. Okay, so that's really what I wanted to show you, was what we're looking at, because when I go over them on the next video, I'm going to try to go over the quantities and the details so that we can see what it is exactly that we're doing. And the main thing is the curb islands out there, changing them to an 18-inch curb, and then changing some of these ramps out on these sidewalks and making them ADA compliant. Well, yeah, making them ADA compliant, because this is like an old style here. Okay, so I think that's all I needed to show for now. It'll take some coordinating and phasing on this, because we'll only be able to do sections at a time. Okay, but I'll have all the quantities in there, and I just want to give you an idea of what are all the surroundings too. Okay, thanks.